Fuck's up? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey there. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Hey. Yo, Mr. Murphy. Yo. Yeah. Hello there, you fine motherfuckers, you. Okay, so there was a comment. There's a comment from Juan in the last video, and like Juan's cool. I dig him. He disagrees a lot, and that's totally fucking cool. So he was in a disagreement about the perception that like foreigners hate the United States, and so he didn't think that was accurate, and he thought it was dramatic. So I don't agree with Juan, so I wanted to talk about it to kind of flesh out my point here. So, like, pretty much the dumping on the United States really started with 2001. You know what I mean? Like, post-2001 with Afghanistan and Iraq invasion. Obviously, the, like, MSM world government apparatus obviously fucking got the United States into the both fucking wars. Even Afghanistan itself didn't really make any sense to fucking go into. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too deep into that because it's going to be like a whole fucking ball of worms. But it didn't really make it. Basically made no sense at all to go into Afghanistan at all. Even under the public narrative of like what was supposedly going on, it didn't make any sense. Like it's just not sound. Like in terms of tactic. But they went, and then, of course you have Iraq War, which was much more overtly fucked up in terms of like how much of a fucking like picture they had to paint in order to fucking trick everybody to get in there. Not only did they use tricks like, the fucking like Colin Powell holding a little vial of fucking stuff, of fucking yellow cake, and then like talking about fucking mobile WMD factories that are just super fucking deadly, and fucking like gas weapons and all this shit. By the way, the reason that fucking Iraq had like gas weapons in the first place during Iran-Iraq war is because they got them sold to them from fucking West Germany. And the reason they got them from West Germany is because West Germany is under control of the fucking world government, as is East Germany. And they're separated by the fucking false motherfucking commie capitalist paradigm. But it's the same fucking people. And that's where they got the shit from in the first place. And then Saddam was a fucking U.S. ally. Was like, as a young man, apprenticed a fucking Jewish shop owner for like over a decade, like 2 decades or something like that. And worked, and he speaks a lot of Yiddish, by the way, Colin Powell. So anyway, that's just an anecdote. Doesn't mean anything at all. Okay, just throwing it in there. So not only did they have to lie to America and lie to like anybody that is dumb enough to listen to MSM, they also had to let's see. So they fucking lied about the yellow cake. They fucking had to do the whole like hands across the world we're all united thing by like. They made a fake fucking coalition that's entirely monetary driven. They fucking, like, made it seem in the MSM like it was just like, everybody was just like rooting and cheering for America to like go into Iraq and shit. And there's probably some people that were like that internationally, but they just got tricked. Like it wasn't really like it was a synthesized consensus where they made it look like in the fucking MSM that like everyone was just overwhelmingly supportive. Most of it was Britain, because Britain is fucking like ultra cucked to the max in terms of being on the world government dick. And like that was the other facet of how they got in there. It's just all lies and synthesis and deceit. And then once we got there and like shit started getting a little rough, then it went fucking like fucking 180. And then you had like all of the fucking like dumped on us too. And then, which is fine, because it's obviously a fucking bad idea to go into Iraq. It should never fucking happen. I'm just talking about the quality of, like, the relationship between people and nation states. So basically what's going on is that, like, people are basically like herd animals, like in terms of group behavior, and they don't really think that much. And so they're like easily swayed and can be tipped into going like 180 degrees and going back on whatever it was they believed, the week prior. And all it takes is a little fucking movie magic, and that's it. That's all that it takes. And they'll fucking hop all over the fucking place, and they'll turn on their brother, and they'll fucking do whatever they are told to do, and they'll fucking do it. And they've historically done it forever. It's the same fucking shit that happened to Germany. And they got fucking built up, and they back then fucking pumped their shit up to be fucking invade, like going empire building and shit. And then they fucking got flipped on, and they pushed their shit in, and that would be World War I when they got dumped on. And then that wasn't enough, so then they did World War II. But that is analogous to like what has happened over the past 20 years to the United States. Like, we're being built up, and when it's convenient, when they need us to go fuck some shit up, they're like super buddy. And then as soon as like you're past that that need, then they switch and they fucking dump on you. Same fucking thing happens with police, right? So like police, they're just like all about fucking putting up like traffic signs and shit with the fucking flashy lights to tell you exactly. For the cops in the United States, the MSM is like really big on fucking supporting everything. Like, the control apparatus like loves supporting police when it's for like, eating the fucking country's soul out. They fucking love it. They'll sell them. Amazon will sell them facial recognition software. They'll fucking give them like fucking like APRS and shit like that. And they'll do all that shit and send them to fucking training and dictate like what training is approved and what's not. And they'll train to fucking shoot people like really easily. And like they'll do fucking pistol training where everything is a shoot and there's no fucking no shoots. And they don't have to use their brain to decipher. It's either like it'll be like a fucking either a no shoot or a shoot, but they typically don't have to like analyze visually and mentally analyze the fucking target to determine like what exactly is going on here. Is this somebody like cleaning their gun and like I don't need to shoot them and they just didn't even know that I was coming? They're cleaning their gun. Like, they don't have to do it. They don't do any of that shit typically. So they're pretty much trained, like police trained to just like err on the side of shooting, which is a institutional thing that's been like, because that's what the state wants. And then they'll fucking dump on them. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got cops walking out, because it's just a fucking New World Order fucking clusterfuck. It's a world government clusterfuck. And obviously it's a fucking terrible idea in the first place to even placate to that whatsoever. Cops should have their fucking heads checked, like, being on board. I guess it's just so much money and so many fancy fucking things that really blinds people to the reality. But they're figuring it out now that they're all getting dumped on. They're figuring out that like maybe those people didn't give a fuck about America and they're not their friends. It's the same fucking thing with people that are foreigners that are like viewing the United States, and that's what I'm talking about. So like people get, they pretty much just get told what to say by the fucking international media, which bleeds into the MSM. All the same ownership. A lot of your fucking media is like directly connected to Rothschild House, if you didn't know that. Like Reuters is literally has like a fucking, like a little fucking memorial, like, like founding keystone, like monument that has fucking Rothschild name on it. Like Rothschild is responsible for Reuters. Like, that's how fucking extreme it is. It's like, and that's what it is. And that's why fucking MSM is batshit. And that's why by the way, it's all MSM and most of your fucking alt media. Like Alex Jones, they're fucking compromised. Fucking like No More News is definitely fucking compromised. The fucking like your Fox News, if you don't know this, Fox News might as well fucking just switch out fucking name tags with CNN, because it's the same fucking thing. If you don't know that, I feel sorry for you by now. Like, you're gonna be fucking lost when this shit goes off. You're gonna be on the bad guys team. Like, this is just how it works. And so like, foreigners are fucking critical of the United States, especially South America. So I disagree with your disagreement. Like South America has been set up to be like a fucking like heavily, like they heavily resent the United States in South America. And most people view the United States as being arrogant because, we basically have like a fucking stranglehold on our intelligence by our own fucking government shoving bullshit sandwiches down our face all the time, and that's all that people have to learn from. The fucking education system is completely subverted. They're just turning everybody into a brainwashed Marxist. No fucking concrete foothold in reality whatsoever. I mean, it's just like we might as well be fucking East Germany at this point, and it's batshit. So that but it's fucking. At least as a nation, toss it down the drain because you're just gonna be a fucking slave vassal state. Stasi is here. They just can't fuck around because we're so fucking deadly. Like if they started doing purges right now with no preliminary like working gradually, without thing gets to the killing phase, it will get there. Okay, because like we're fucking dangerous over here in the United States as a population. If they understand what's going on, they will be really dangerous. They have to be super fucking careful about fucking not like blowing it prematurely or fucking doing it too overtly. It's gotta be a fucking gradual toe dip to get this shit off. But anyway, there's a lot of the world stacked against the United States. It looks very reminiscent of what happened in Germany. I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen because obviously America is going to be relied on for like support of the world government. Like that's the plan. It's not to wipe us out. Like Germany got fucking wiped out. America's not going to be like that, but we are going to get like they're going to have to take out the threat against them. And there are a lot of people in the United States that understand what's going on and are not on board with it, and they'll die for it. They'll die to resist it. They fucking know that. That's why they got to be careful and slow with this shit. So anyway, that was what I wanted to say to you guys. All right, have a good day.